Hey guys, welcome back to our playthrough of Disco Elysium. Last episode, we talked to people who said fuck the world. We talked to the cryptozoologist. We talked to the Hardy Boys about the rape. We got a tape to listen to. We found a pinball machine. Kim's called Kimball from now on. We did a lot of stuff. Somebody was peeping on her fucking. So, that's a lot of shit happening. But we're not even any closer to solving this case, which I really would like to be able to do. I do a lot of side quests, obviously. That's a real problem of mine, trying to get through stories but also wanting to do side quests, taking quite a bit longer than I thought it would to finish this game, but I'm still having so much fun playing it. So if you do enjoy watching this video, remember to like and subscribe, and we'll just get into it, guys. Let's come on over. See if we can talk to her again.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
The Hardy Boys gave me a recording. They say it proves the deceased's intentions on to commit rape.
It sounds like the boys would have preferred my saying it did happen. I didn't want to get caught up in this.
She is not at all worried the tape will contradict her statement.
What does that recording say?
We are in the process of listening to it, but haven't yet.
She nods, exhaling a dense cloud of cigarette smoke.
Yeah?
The door here, did you know that it leads to a downstairs elevator?
I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
It's an old pinball workshop. The room back there, this place used to be a pinball arcade.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
There were traps on the floor there recently.
This isn't good.
She feels like quarry, encircled. Her eyes dart to the door.
There's a peephole on the other side looking into your bedroom.
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Okay.
A jitter of fear and disgust moves through her body, beginning from her shoulders and ending in her hips. The cigarette tastes foul to her now.
Do you think this is somehow connected to me?
We don't know at this point.
Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with some tape.
If it is recent, who do you think made it?
Shit, I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know. I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there?
She's lost in thought. Eyes.
I'm Winter.
How long?
About 4 months. Funky town. Alright. Not my favorite topic. How about we, change the subject to something
She looks chipped white.
pretty. Alright.
Okay, I think that's all we can talk to her about right now. Let's go into her room, see if we can see the hole from the other side. No.
Yes?
Why did the 41st send me? Here, we can try this one. We'll put one into logic.
You
Yes?
pick over what's left of your frontal cord.
Okay.
This window.
Wasting points, but that's okay. Now, I wonder if I have to put a point into logic, or if I put something on that gives me more logic. Let me see if I have anything that gives me more logic, if that works as well.
Yes?
Ugh. What's this? She made around 4 months of payments for this room. Okay. Oh, there's still something in here?
This medicine cabinet is pill bottle. Nacra. This the lieutenant.
Okay. Let's check. Yeah, the radio in here. Kim tries not to look at the broken down bathroom door.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet,
Okay, dude.
or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner.
Shh.
But it's all just too morbid to ignore. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape,
Oof.
and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor, where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this.
No problem, officer.
Okay.
The compact tape player is still and silent. Seems it has completely broken down now. The machine was made in Revachol by a company called Le Mercier. Their logo depicts the triple-towered Delta skyline. It was supposedly built to last. There's no fixing this one.
This would have been very helpful with the Megamix. But it isn't anymore.
Yeah, it
My
is.
kinema only comes with radio. Let's try to find a new tape player. Perhaps we should talk to Roy at the pawn shop. He has stuff.
Okay, we can go to the pawn shop. So sorry, Kim, that you had to see that mess. You have anything to say?
I've got nothing to say to you.
Are you
Why
the
are
Hardy
I
girl?
am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Jesus.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
Okay, let's go this way. To the pawn shop. Ooh. Coin operator machine is inoperable. Okay. Just cut through your game here, fellas. So sorry about that. I gotta go around anyway. Yeah, right here. And into here. Maybe he'll give me a discount? Sup, dude? You have this player up here I want.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I'm looking for something that plays a tape for police
Yeah,
business.
we still have those boom boxes on the shelves.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
Can I get a discount?
A discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real.
Remember, he doesn't like music. He likes sounds. The Door Gunner Megamix is his type of tape. Certainly, he'd give you a discount if he knew you'd play something so experimental.
I'm not just doing any police work. I got a do-gunner mega mix here, an era-defining work. Let's do 4 real.
4 real is offensively low, but just this once. For the music, concrete, cop.
Thanks.
And here you are, quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Thank you. Okay, let's go outside and do this. Over here. Okay. Tools. Interaction. Items. There's that.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. You push Command Set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the sound of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too.
What?
Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was the very end silence?
End of recording.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
He sounded inebriated.
Still,
There's more going on here than we know.
Who's this Cordy?
one of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his?
What's Koi
A
Hoi?
village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Kohoi is just merc talk for atrocity, slaughter.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
What now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
See this
The
one.
porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attached to the apparatus with a... You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing. It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning. Nothing to do with this right now. Six crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
What is this?
This
Kim?
is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
This flower is a spring flower, but it's a bit early for that, isn't it?
Is it a coincidence being on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
Did the flowers bloom this
Yes,
early
but
spring?
not this early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
Who pinned them? Which side?
The revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's
Not
a symbol
consumption.
of the civil war.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand.
Anything else I need to interact with?
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction. The note is
I
written
read those. Making sure we've interacted with
an
everything.
intricate way. The pattern still. It's just a The bullet is beside his orderly handwriting. The bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What do I do with you, bullet?
What?
I said, what do I do with you,
Well,
bullet?
if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot me.
Good idea.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Fill the bullet through the
The
bag.
squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag. You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle,
I don't know why
usually
I'm doing this,
in a
but
cartridge.
it's good, I guess. Inspect
The
closer.
jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter. You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
In the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
Close 5mm into me.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader like those typically found on the streets of Martinaise.
We were right. This came from a serious weapon. Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech-loading weapons like this for nearly half a century.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange.
Okay.
I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Something tells you that won't be any time soon.
Oh,
This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while.
well, we can try.
A
Yes!
rifle, revolutionary period.
We've
Your
seen
bullet
that.
looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn
We found
of the
that, didn't
century.
we?
Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique.
Make?
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you.
Exactly.
The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
You were still making these?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
Who uses Bell Margrave rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order.
What are you thinking? Bullet?
I think I know where this came from.
Okay. And?
The shot probably came from a Bell Margrave rifle.
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinaise, or anywhere in Revachol, really.
That's probably a good
I have
thing.
to hand it to the monarchs. It's quite admirable that they took the advice of criminologists last century and banned the use of breech loaders in peacetime. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International in all the nations of the Real Belt.
Makes you. He would like making sure you consider every shot. I like
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier. But back to the investigation.
it. Seems we're looking for an antique enthusiast.
Doesn't seem that likely, but we'll check out all possible leads. Next step, finding the gun itself. Okay, and? An antique. I have to hand it. Some new RCM
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded.
Imagine if...
let me-
But back to the investigation.
Okay.
Mysterious. Okay. Either way, we'll know when we find the gun.
Okay.
A police badge on
Okay, we've already done that.
the worn map features the patch. Your finger finally.
For a more detailed view of the map,
I think that's everything. Okay. So, we need to... What we're gonna do, we're gonna go fill these locusts real quick so we can be done with that. So let's go up here so that we can travel. And we need to be right here. And put these in here. I don't remember all the locations. There was... Was there one up here? Just making sure. For house game.
An old door worn by elements. Guard.
Do we need this out?
An old door.
Okay. Let's make sure. I don't remember the locations of these traps. Ah, there's one over here. Okay.
The locusts aren't doing all too well.
Oh, we just have to find the one that was stolen? Is that the one? That's the one by, the entrance. Okay. Shit, I don't know how to get to where I'm going. This way? Oh, way over here. Yeah, this way. This way. Well, we're gonna do that. We might as well stop by here since we're here. And talk to ew, rats. I mean, not you. They're cute, but
Yes, what is it? The swallow, you mean?
do you have any
What
idea where
about
this hole might be located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark. Most of the tower disappearing into the shade. Strange things may flourish in the dark.
Why the
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all audible vibrations seem to cease.
Yeah, we know that.
I've named it the Swallow. And the higher you go, the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
This is where the crab man
I know.
lives. You don't think the crab man might be somehow responsible
No.
there?
I don't.
She sounds mildly annoyed by
Great. Thanks.
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andrew. He wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
Hold on. You don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
It's not the anodic dance music that's made her bitter.
Are
It's
you
the failure of Fortress Accident.
Are you bitter because your radio game project
That's
failed?
right. If we couldn't get our Welkins to happen, I don't want anything to happen. Ever again.
There's not a trace of irony in her voice. She means it.
Just do it.
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research. You mentioned earlier that they're not going very well. Maybe I can help you with
What?
something.
No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to a boom boom anymore. Just think about
She
it.
thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
Alright. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
This?
No. That's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization. I don't need it.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle.
Okay, but still. It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on.
Okay.
It's stored on a filament memory.
Yeah,
She's making it.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
Hold on. If it's called an off-site copy, then why is it still on-site?
Yeah.
Oh god, not this again. It is not on-site. It is in the basement. Perfectly safe and not connected to the front at all.
Basement? Sounds like it's technically still on-site.
And no, taking it outside the building wouldn't have protected it from the data loss. There's nothing wrong with keeping the backup in the basement. What happened was a freak accident that has nothing to do with how the backup was stored. We clear?
This is clearly a painful topic for her. She must have had to explain herself numerous times.
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
I've already been.
Good. Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. The filament is inside the fridge. Just go and get it. In the giant ice bear fridge.
Okay.
I just told you.
But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying,
I found a note saying the iceberg fridge said the offsite copy has been moved to a safer place.
Wait. A note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
Offsite has been taken to a nearby ice cream maker. The note was signed by someone named ViaEstelar.
Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Suliswov Jawiza. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep, and the Valley of the Heads. Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous. And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you? Thanks.
Valley of 1,000 Heads. You like the sound of that.
I found the ice cream maker, but I couldn't get it open. It's
This
completely
is
frozen.
getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a thing. Something she holds dear.
By the way, we put a dead body in
Wait,
that fridge.
what? Whose dead body?
You know, we don't actually have to tell the entire world about the fridge.
Whose body is it?
The body's the hangman.
And what is it doing in the fridge?
It's almost as if she feels some sort of ownership of the fridge.
It's part of official police investigation.
You put it there? You put a dead body inside the ice bear fridge.
It's investigation and wanted in.
Okay. Very cool. Thanks for keeping me in the loop.
We would appreciate it if you kept this knowledge to yourself, miss.
Who would I tell? My mother? I don't have anyone to tell. And if I did, I wouldn't. I don't care. Thanks. And here's my Kvalsund multitool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offsite copy, then you can keep the Kvalsund.
It
It
opens
hurts a
everything.
bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with.
It opens everything. Hold on. Okay. Is there anything that's locked that we need in? That door over here, right? Do we need to get her the offsite first? Let's go look real quick. She said it opens anything. Now, we're gonna make sure. Let's see. What the fuck? It's huge. We're getting so distracted in this episode. I feel like we're making some progress.
An old door worn by
Okay, no. Okay, let's go. Back here. We need to go here. I don't know what's locked. I don't remember what's locked. But down here is the one that was empty, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, right here. No?
The locusts aren't doing all
Oh. Okay, so that's not the one that's locked. There's only one more, correct? So it's the one behind the house. Which way is it? It's this way? Yeah, it's past here. This one.
The trap stands empty near the reeds. No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds' apprehensive hissing. The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good, now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
All the traps are stopped and
Okay. Okay. Not close enough yet. Let's go here. All right. Let's go in this door. And do this.
this orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top.
Where is it? Let's turn it off.
2 cables are plugged into an electric. Only the black cable is plugged. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Very smart. Opening the lid should be much easier after the ice cream maker has defrosted.
Somewhere in the dark, a giant electrical mammal stirs.
We need to keep him on.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner. Ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Gewaltsund multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side. You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen killed as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
Shit. Oh my god, we have to look, correct? Just real quick. We're gonna fuck everything up, aren't we? We're gonna save before we do it. Okay, let's save. Doom commercial. Save. Okay.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering.
Insert
Like a
it.
smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through.
That lady.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is this the offset? Good. Please?
After life
no,
and death.
That's not it.
What does she mean? That's
Yes, that's
not
what does she
it.
mean?
What's the password then? Maybe it's the second part of the leitmotif you saw on the stained glass window.
After death, life again.
Good. I've unlocked
Yes!
the offset copy. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Ka-ching.
Fortress accident is thank
Leave me
you.
alone.
Tiles on the cube are still. It sounds like something cracks before the piece of paper starts filling up with pure black ink. Something's broken. Machines aren't supposed to behave like this. The paper is soaked with ink. Its monochrome darkness spanning from margin to margin. It's not possible to
What is
make
it?
out. A single speck
Oh.
of white shines out from the shade. For some reason, the printer decided to spare this one tiny dot of paper. Marked by the devil itself. This must be the information Sorna is looking for. She knows how to make sense of it.
What happened? It's just covered in ink.
Odd. Something is obviously broken here.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
I guess we need that for later, right? We are just being, you know. So I could sell the production schedule one. She apparently doesn't want it. Fuck yeah. Okay. Let's check on our boy while we're here.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers.
Oh wait, no, he's gone. Yeah, they took him. Okay. We're getting somewhere, boys. We're getting somewhere. Where exactly? Zero idea, but we're getting somewhere. And that's all that truly matters, if we're being honest. Trying to figure out how long we've been recording. Let me see. Yeah, we're only 37 minutes in. I had to cut the recording, so I'm just making sure we're not going over. Oh, where am I running? Stay here and travel to the church, obviously. Go in. Oh, that's what that looks like? I wonder if having this out has helped us with anything. If there's anything extra with this. Yes. Stained glass window still has letters on it. Okay, no, I didn't open anything for us having it out. Hello.
Yes, what is it?
Here you go.
Yes? Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
What's gonna happen now?
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
There's nothing but a speck of white in the sieving. It's
A
broken.
speck of white? That's exactly what I'm hoping to find.
What do you mean?
Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an
Okay.
intricate display of failure.
The paper gets soaked in ink again.
It was gross.
Its evil blackness shining in the light of the mainframe. It looks eerie. This is wrong. Machines shouldn't behave like that.
Now what?
Sorna doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
Where?
Hold on.
Can I do anything?
Shh. Just give me a second. I'm almost
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
You did? You found the
I
coordinates?
found the coordinates.
She's beaming. You can
Nice.
feel it in your heart. Great job.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So where's this? Where's your 2mm hole in the world?
There. In the swallow.
Oh,
Think you can help me again?
sure.
I need you to go move those water bolts for me. I need to double check my calculations.
What an interesting proposition.
Huh.
Truly a task for the intellectuals. Solving the puzzle of water bowls.
I'm good at
Figure it out? No. I don't need you to figure anything out. I've got a computer for that.
Okay.
Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third pole 2 centimeters to the left and the fourth pole 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
Third 4. Third 2. 4, 5.
What?
Okay.
She only wants you to follow instructions. Nothing intellectually stimulating. In this task, a child could do it. Yes, but you like moving things around. Moving things around is calming.
Yeah, sure, no
Thanks.
problem. I'm not gonna complicate it because I don't even remember what she told me. 1, 2. 1, 2. This one?
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stands still. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor. Oh boy, this is going to be good.
Move the third bowl left 2 centimeters.
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound. This task is an insult to your mental skills. Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall.
My morale's down, apparently. That's okay.
Yes, what is it?
What's
Craig.
next?
Everything should be aligned now.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
Let's get the party
Yeah.
started.
Let's do it. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Why'd you have your headphones on mute in the first place?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
Isn't it going to be just silence and nothing
I
else?
don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make?
Nothing?
How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist?
What?
What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
You're overthinking
Maybe.
this.
Maybe I'm just tired.
Let's think about this logically.
Okay.
Why would nothing be terrifying if it's, well, nothing?
Why assume that something has no presence, exists, or qualities has to be terrifying? It is scary. We just have to face it. Hey, I don't think I want to do any more. It seems dangerous. Why assume that something that has no presence, existence, or qualities has to be terrifying?
Because it reminds us of death.
Oh.
And we humans tend to think that death is pretty scary.
Death is scary. You can't just start over again. Or can you?
We just have to face it.
You're right. Let's do it.
Well, she dies.
The lieutenant takes a step back. And then, nothing. Nothing happens. As Sona Lokinen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary.
Say nothing.
She doesn't talk. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus. One hand cupping the headphone.
Well,
Damn it.
well, at least the world seems to be still all right.
Yeah. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
Did you find the swallow?
No.
Oh.
No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it? This can't be it. You should have a listen.
Sure.
All you hear is your own breathing, heavy and hoarse from all the nights spent drinking. It's the breath of an old man. But there's something else. There has to be. Something big. Something unexpected. Something new. Yet to be discovered. Ghosts. Speak to me. When was the last time this world had anything new to say?
Well, did you hear anything?
I'm not sure. There seems to be something there, but I can't really make it out.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's anything there.
The lieutenant looks down at the floor, as if to say, you're wasting time here. Maybe the speed freaks can help you with this. Go talk with Andre.
I guess we're on this storyline for right now, because it's all right next to each other. I don't know who else to ask about guns and stuff and tattoos. Oh, money. I don't know.
Hi again. So, how are things going? Yes? What's the deal? What kind of a hitch?
She's trying to catch an anomaly using a special microphone to set up, but she can't hear the audio coming through the headphones.
An audio shortfall, you say? Guess what? We got speakers with massive low end. There's a good chance it can do it.
They've got one speaker. One. Uno.
I think we found a solution.
We've got some serious range on this baby. It'll blast her shoes off. Believe me.
Let's try this.
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids?
Okay, kids, gather around.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned. Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometimes in the past, I'm not sure when or where, but betrayal was involved. I feel sick and became the shadow you see now. But before that, I has reason to believe I was a police detective.
But you still are.
Thank you for your kind words, but everyone here sees I'm a disgrace to the uniform.
What happened?
I did. That happened to myself.
That's a real downer.
Now, obviously, that might as well have been 1,000 years ago, but there's still some detective left in me.
The young speed freak is silent. He senses something is wrong.
Suna said you've been lying about your plans. Your answer was very unconvincing.
Fuck, man. It's difficult to get along with some people, but we're trying to make an effort. We are on a mission here.
This isn't making of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
Is it for making drugs? I mean, why are there... He's like sitting on... What is
One
that?
speaker. They have one speaker.
Where's his friend? Did he lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker. You only have
It's
one.
a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic
All
music.
this stuff.
Other speaker.
Why are there these?
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
The Nopsfid here is the active
He
ingredient.
said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
Likely pseudoephedrine, almost exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy, and so does pseudoephedrine.
The distilled water, cornerstone of clean
And
lab.
all cellular-based life. What's your point, Lawbringer?
They're either in the air, a useful solvent, good for getting acting agent out of solution.
Make up your mind. First it's the sweat, then it's the ether.
There's no need for me to pile on anymore, is
No
there?
shit.
In short, you tried to use the police detective to set up a drug lab.
Come on, that's...
Punishable by summary execution?
It's not.
So what are we gonna do with
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
First, you tell me what's really going on, and we'll work from there. I can be lenient.
What do you mean by lenient?
Yeah, not calling for backup?
Okay, man, okay. Things are just so hard for an entrepreneur in this city right now. It's not like we lied when we said we want to turn a church into the wickedest club in East Revachol. Because we do! We totally do! We just need to turn it into a speed lab before.
To get our foot in the door.
Why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
And now they're not really spooky, are
No,
they?
man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there. But the sign was way off, too. I couldn't feel the love at all. Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
This is it. Judgment time.
Let's do this clean. No speed lab, just a club.
Yeah! I knew it. It's impossible now.
No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for Nordic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance. There needs to be a club for Nordic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time. We need a win, Andre.
Okay.
I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
Let's call this incident crime prevention. But I have my eye on you.
Okay, we'll try to do it without the drugs. We'll do a straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels, and nothing but. I swear to God. Okay, Egg?
From here on, it'll be straight all the way.
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be...
Come to think of it, I've never really... Yes? Goodbye, officer.
So what do we need to do?
Huh? I see you're here again. Offside,
Oh.
man. Did I mention getting us into the church would help? A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
Yeah, that one.
Good, good. What did you want to know?
The dead guy
Yes,
smiling?
You're the 23rd person to get it right. And I've asked 23 people. Looks like it's a dead guy smiling to the entire human race.
What does it
He
mean?
defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead.
Okay.
How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths. The present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats.
I think we should sell
It
this.
should be sold, but not by us.
What makes the sticker so modern?
Simplicity was brought to us by classical soul artist modernism, but that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right? Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious.
Okay.
It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss, haunting him. The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing.
Seems awesome.
It is. I guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for? Nah. You heard me.
Okay. What
Hi
I want
again.
to talk to you.
So, how are things going? Yes? What's the deal? But do let us know if something changes in the church. Yes.
He nods.
Goodbye.
Okay, so I talked to him about the speakers, so do I just need to go back? What do you have to say?
Hello again.
Your associate tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew this plan?
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth, which isn't much.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
Indeed, she merely tried to omit the truth instead.
I don't care. I'm loco. I just wanted you to know that I know about the plan.
Okay, but I still regret it. I should have been able to control them. And I will in the future. I promise. May I ask? What did you tell them?
Do what you will with your dance club plans. Just no drug lab.
Thank you. I'll get them under wraps. I promise.
She's probably the nicest person we've met in this game thus far. So, is that all we need to do? I assume? I'm not buying that giant ass speaker.
Yes, what is it?
Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes.
Can I hear anything?
It feels like flying on an aerostatic.
What's that?
Or when your ears pop. Or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere. A weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
What if I just need a... What if we just need a better
A
sound
better
system?
sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
They could help with the speakers.
You mean the speed freaks? Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
They would if you wouldn't mind them moving in
I
with
guess
you.
I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
Great, I'll talk to
Sure. Let me know how it goes.
Oh my gosh, running back and forth. So much work. So much running. So much. Then we can be done with the speed freaks. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I just want to be done with them. Where is this? There's a shirt right there. Yes. Okay. That's the factory in the background, I just noticed.
Hi again. So, how are things going? Yes? What's the deal?
I managed to convince Suna. She's okay with you guys moving in, but in one condition. She needs your speakers for her
We
project.
are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of anodic dance music.
Until she gets her research
That's
finished.
fine. We can manage. And you're still sure about keeping our little side business, right?
Oh, you mean the little drug lab? There will be no shady shenanigans in the church, only 11 out of music.
Fine. We can make do. It's
Thank
going
you.
to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later. Let's get moving.
Okay. Oh. They're all gone. So I have to go back in a couple hours, they said. Let's just check in on them and then we'll head somewhere else. Probably could record one more video after this. Look at them go.
Yeah, it's all set up, man.
Oh.
Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000! Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too. Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honours, detective?
I think I've come up with a name.
You have? Well, what's the name?
Disco Elysium.
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
The past is the future, but the future is dead.
No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be.
And short. And memorable.
It's settled then.
Yes.
Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
Hey, yeah, brother. We're in the game now.
Andre breaks into
All right.
dance-like
All
motion
right.
to
All right.
celebrate the name.
All
Someone
right.
turns up the beat.
What are you doing?
I'm dancing.
Ah, yeah, boy. Me too.
That soft core gyrating is supposed to be dancing.
So-called dancing.
Yes, my man.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves?
Didn't mean to ask you, what's with
It's
the
to
hair?
express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure, with the fused together spikes.
To be an
Look,
individual.
Of course it is. Otherwise, I'd just be another poor guy with no education and no money.
Me
General
too.
issue, man. Now I'm all that, and I have radical spikes.
You got celebrity spikes, fair enough.
Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway.
I mean, I could try. Ooh.
You close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange music into life. For now, such ferocity of motion is beyond you.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Goodbye, officer.
Do I have any savoir-faire? Spice one. Anything taking it down?
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
We're okay.
Goodbye, officer.
What is she doing on the floor over here?
She's whistling a melody, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree. And no, it's got nothing to do with Contact Mike.
I wasn't going to.
No. I actually wanted to thank you for getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new associates, such as they are.
How's everything
Good, I
doing?
think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control. Sauna, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does behind that radio computer of hers. She doesn't talk to us much, and the Crabman hasn't shown himself, thank God.
Can you tell me about your
Sure.
associates?
You helped us out. I can repay the favour.
Tell
What do
me
you want?
about Andre.
He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least. He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. For what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into place. He's an organiser.
What does he
Nothing.
organize?
But then again, there's nothing to organise around here either. He really wants this church thing to work. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent.
Wow.
I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know?
We're police officers, but we're corrupt, rotten, and immoral. You can tell us about drug shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, drugs, shit, fuck. We don't care.
Yes. Anyway.
Is Andre your boyfriend?
Yes.
Tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Noid.
He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us.
Sam.
Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forberg.
Okay.
Making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Palaceum. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle.
What is the pilgrimage you're talking about?
It's just something poor Forberg kids do every spring. To pass the time, we walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock. Or as much as possible.
Well, why wouldn't it be?
I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering.
I'm sorry. Have I not told you I'm a raging alcoholic who's recently drank himself to an oblivion so deep that he can't even remember what the sound of, like, the biggest street in the city?
No?
Oh, well, I am.
Okay. Then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people.
Oh, and I'm also a raging fascist who doesn't approve of different people, so no, I don't think I'll be going. I'm not gonna say that. I might just do that and think they're alive.
I hope you do.
What does he do?
What do you mean, do? Like, for a living?
Yes.
He's a carpenter, trained and all. He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that. In a shop somewhere.
What kind of mindset is
He
that?
abides by the hardcore, sir. You would have to ask him yourself.
And you?
Sir, I abide by the law.
A strange feeling. Like before, when you caught her lying better than she should have. Every now and then, something feels off about the way she speaks. She doesn't exactly change tone, but you feel as though there's more about her than she lets on.
Who do you want to know about?
Suna.
Ah, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time. But earlier today, she told me about Welkins. And she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't really listen, I was busy with my mic.
What about Tiago?
Oh, the crab man. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. But he doesn't actually come down that much, just climbs around the rafters. I just tried to stay away from the crab man. But he talks to Noid. They seem to have some thing going on.
What
Beats
for?
me. Noid said they get along somehow. They're both crazy enough, I guess. Who do you want to know about?
Egghead.
What do you mean?
Where's he from? How long has he been here?
Actually, we don't know where he's from. Or who he is, really.
Jesus.
One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forberg. Or maybe even Coal City. I can't remember. Maybe it was Coal City.
The worst of the banlieues. A wretched heap of closed-down mines, even west of Jamrock, on the dusty slope of Montmartin, the remotest possible area of Revachol. No one even wants to exploit those people anymore.
Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning, all night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines. There were mines? Yeah, it was in Coal City. Ed came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back. Couldn't even speak. It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine. People are sweet.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment or two. You wish you'd been there.
What do you think he's doing when he yells that stuff?
Oh, that. He's the party boy.
You told me as much, but what exactly party boy?
Anodic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offence if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
Pachoo, swish. Your credentials as the resident future man of Revachol are being questioned. Show her you're hip with the times, Gramps.
You don't have to tell me rock is backward. I'm the future man. I'm abandoned rock of the 30s, stupid rock.
Okay. Anyway,
Oh.
even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in. He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you... Anyway.
Who do you want to know about?
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Again?
Tell me about yourself.
I told you, I'm a silver bird.
There's that phrase again. It really reminds you of something.
What does that mean?
It means I don't answer questions about myself.
What am I not saying?
All right. There is.
I have to answer.
Is there a law that would stop me from lying, though?
That would depend on the circumstances.
Thank you. Sure.
Reaction speed, legendary. Okay. Reaction speed. Let me see if I have any. Sorry, I didn't even read that. So where was it?
Welcome back.
17.
You got us in, cop. I can't believe you got us in.
With wonder in his sharp eyes.
Between you and me, I don't know
Hey.
if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority.
Obviously.
You really came through for the hardcore underground.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes on the church floor. Estelle, using her contact mic to listen. The one with the large head
Oh,
is
they're just
blasting
kids
the
having
dance track
fun,
on
guys.
repeat,
As long
while
as
the
they're not-
stained glass window behind him is rattling from the base.
Like, as long as they're not doing
Sire,
drugs.
the tent. 'Twas a security risk. And in here, sanctuary. 'Twas only noble of you.
Better in here than the tent.
Okay.
What he means is, you're right, actually. The tent was a safety hazard, and this place was deserted anyway.
What did Tiago tell you about the church?
The Crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubies built this place about 320 years ago as a sarcophagus.
There was dead
Not
bodies
like a literal sarcophagus. I'm just being metaphorical.
What's it for?
Encasement, confinement of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the Isola. I think that's what the Crabman is experiencing when he climbs around upstairs. Like, this is some old world shit the Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church surrounding it to contain it.
To contain what?
I don't know. And it's not something they properly understood either, what it does. But it's what this Sona person is looking for and trying to measure. It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything. All those things they really can't.
Why do you think she's going to fail?
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like substance.
I found a Doom commercial area in the Martinaise proper. Maybe it's the same thing that Ubies were trying to contain.
Like a concentric ring spreading out. The struggling villages. And that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. Yeah, a lot of failure has gone down around here.
Do you think there's any merit to the theory?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's not a thing we can answer, Copman. Even I have limits. I'm a limited psi person. Maybe you can figure things out, Copman. I think we got on a good level here.
I guess we could check in with her.
Yes, what is it?
How's the project going?
What?
How's the project going?
I can't hear you! The music is too loud! Oh, the project! It's not going well! There's that guy! I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers.
Why don't you just ask him?
He doesn't listen to me! He only ever seems to care about hardcore and Yekukata! A place to be, apparently. Thanks. Maybe you can get through his magic rhymes. Let me know how it goes.
Oh god, there's even more to this. Plug it in.
Delorian Church, the place to be! Make some noise, my church people!
He stands on stage behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air.
There's only
in
one
front of
person
him,
here.
the audio mixer. One reel spinning. The other reel deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it.
Yeah! Remix time! Tape goes here, into deck B.
A hand on his ear, he listens to the audio through his headphones and shouts.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
A great excitement is bubbling to the surface within him. This is big.
What do you mean?
Listen, I'm just going to show it to you. Ready?
Ready. I've been more ready in my life. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I should probably fix that hole.
Here's that. The signs match perfectly. Now, if only we had the beat for the full assault, it would...
What is this? It's good. How did you guys do that?
Something else must be going on here.
Yes, but what if Van Eyck based his remix on some forgotten local melody, like a folk song, and you just found the original piece that inspired him to create this jam? That would explain why it fits so well.
Nah, to me it sounds like classic Van Eyck. I don't think he needs any inspiration from folk songs. Maybe he lives in Martinaise and just threw away part of his song because he thought it wasn't good enough.
I think it's just happenstance. Chaos in action. Contingencies of our limited existence. That and Egghead's fantastic talent.
Noid's right. Egghead's technical talent is the key. No, this is definitely part of the same song. Something cut from it. It fits too well.
That's what I'm saying.
Something mysterious is going on here.
Van Eyck must have lived around here. Definitely his creation.
Be how it may, if it fits, it fits. Bring up the volume!
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that? Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
Hardcore!
Yeah, we're done
Not
with that.
exactly the hyper that I was hoping for, but it's definitely ultra!
I think you did an amazing job here, Detective.
Thank you.
I would have never thought that Van 8 could be improved on. But you did it. You made it even better than before.
Yeah, plus it's good to know your limits.
No limits on the dance floor!
Can you plug in the
To the
speaker?
mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary! What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5?
3.5.
Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Oh no. We're going to be in this church forever.
That's what I'm saying, Kim.
Don't worry. I have an adapter for it right here. Hang on. This is a 4.5. We're all good, people!
Whoa, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Egg, the music?
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic!
We're gonna
I'm
be
going to
here
turn off the audio for
forever.
just a sec.
This is a long
For
episode.
Special scheduled event. The honor will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. All right, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes, and then I'll turn off the music.
Oh my god, we have to finish this here. Jesus.
Yes, what is it?
Alright, Egghead's plugged in the cable. We can now unmute the speaker.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Maximum! Maximum is the only way!
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
Glue style? Okay, there literally is no other way. The mixing desk is glued to maximum.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
I think he's trying to say the volume is stuck on maximum.
Of course it is.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Born ready. Ready.
I'm ready if you two are, detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Not so stoically. His hand moves to the gun holster.
Oh.
Suddenly, your palms are sweaty.
There they are.
The church seems cold and large, somehow. There's tightness in your chest. Anxiety.
Ready. No, we're ready.
5, 4.
It's gonna be nothing.
3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
It's gonna be nothing.
No wind outside. No waves. No floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to... In the silence,
crumble down the wall.
a low hum starts creeping up your spine.
Aww.
It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Guys, what's going on?
That's what I'm saying.
It's getting louder.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar, swallowing entire coastlines on its way. Salvation.
It was in me at first.
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
No, Egg! It's the window!
Yeah.
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously, his eyes searching for a possible evacuation route.
The window is going to come down. No, the roof!
Oh, God.
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to us! Love!
It's shaking the building's foundation.
What the fuck is happening?
The floor twists.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Everybody, don't panic. It's beautiful.
Beautiful car! Beautiful life!
Shit! It doesn't stop.
She's gonna die!
You? Yes, I've turned it off. Andre, pull the compressor. The place is gonna come down.
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's...
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feedback loop. This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know which one. I don't know which one. Egghead, don't stop!
But then it stops.
Oh.
Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
Oh, he was like, it's
You
too
did
hardcore.
good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswov isn't gonna believe this.
Huh?
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now.
What's happening?
Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's a start.
What was that? I've never heard anything like
It was
that.
mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically, I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
Did you hear that?
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
Are you gonna write
Yes,
suicide?
our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear.
That it wasn't her fault. Or theirs.
They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway.
What happens now?
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Suliswov. Also devise further measurements.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
I don't care, but thank you anyway.
That's the best she can manage for Andre. It's quite a lot in truth. For her, at least.
Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes. And we have to get back to stabilizing Martinaise.
Right?
Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
You have an explanation for all this. Somewhere deep in you, you know. The person you were knows.
Let me do it.
You don't have
Yes.
to. You already have. A long time ago.
Senna, is it the original point of the pail? The shallow is how it starts. It's a baby pail.
But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
That comforts her.
No, we're 20 meters from the very edge.
She looks up into the darkness under the nave, then back at you.
The pail is only an effect, a transition between the world and that.
Then what is that?
It's nothing. No, it's less than nothing. No.
It is less than nothing, the final rest state for reality. Imagine if all this never was.
Then the Pale is...
Simply gradient.
But the gradient, it clearly hasn't started yet. We're here, and the Pale is not.
One day, when it's larger, it will be.
I understand. A theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes. Like a cancer or a mold. Erupting in points inside the world.
This is one of those places.
According to this, how long?
Until the start of shelling, it's already started. It's starting with sound.
And information. Causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or if it has other effects in addition to sound and data?
An intellectual hunger fills her now, casting fear aside.
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious as to how a detective of the RCM
knows how to think this.
An amateur anthropomedic police officer. I'd like to say I've heard stranger things, but I'm not sure. This is a hell of a guess, however. Well worded, I might add.
Yes, it is very interesting. But I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess. One that's going to have to be proved by anthropometric scientists. You think the presence of that puncture has somehow influenced the outcome of events here? Even say software development.
She already made up her mind when she heard it. Some kind of great and uncaring force had to play a part. It wasn't only them.
Even the revolution.
I told the producers we need to go and move to a normal office building with amenities. But no, the artists like the milieu, the writers like the history. I told them.
It might be effective.
You mean Plaisance and the Dice Maker? There was almost no one left when we packed up.
Both of them.
Then go tell them.
She falls silent. The wind blows in through the hole in the stained glass window, cold and moist.
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest? Some of this I can use to start to explain this to the rest of the team. Maybe I'll sound mad, but...
Ma'am, you will certainly sound mad.
One more thing. Maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can erect around this particular point in space.
This club is the only thing keeping this place, the rest of reality, together.
I wouldn't go so far as to...
Yeah!
Yeah,
Once the light is on in the universe, it will never go out!
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave it at that, shall we? We have an anthroponetic detection to perform in this district.
This?
The creepy woman! We were wondering about that when we worked there, but I had completely forgotten about it ever since. It must be anthroponetic crosstalk, the one you get in radios and long-distance calls. Now it makes sense, with the pail right on the doorstep.
Incredible. This would also explain why we get it on the police radio all the time.
It's quite common, actually. When the signal gets routed through Pale, all kinds of irregularities take place. You may hear snippets of someone else's conversation, or the voice of your former lover, or an echo of an event that took place 100 years ago.
Yeah, that event took place as... Yeah.
Pale is a shroud of memories, and it doesn't really distinguish to whom those memories
I
belong
hate this
to.
pale shit.
You could hear anything.
It scares me. It makes sense. Thank you for explaining
Anytime.
to me. Well, at least they're all having a good time, and I'm proud of them for that. Truly. Someone's been walking around in your dreams lately, looking for something tidy. What is this? I don't even know which ones we can do. Okay. Look, we're done a bunch of stuff. We actually don't have that many things. Something he wants to tell you. You just have to present her with a badge here. Perhaps if you... Who is Joyce? Oh. That Joyce. Okay, yep. We're gonna head here. I'm gonna record one more after this, but this has to be the end of this episode. I hope that you guys enjoyed. We finished a lot of stuff. Is it important to the plot? Maybe, maybe not. But we got to learn about the Pale and do some weird, creepy shit with those speed freaks and the game developer lady. So that was pretty sick. I will see you guys in the next episode. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.